Have you ever had a friend turn foe? Have you ever had a man that was a hoe? This is a story about me and Victim, and if you don't know who he is by now, then you haven't been watching my stories. But to make a long story short, Victim was a man I was with for a very, very long time. I'ma call the girl that I thought I was cool with kMouth. See, I knew kMouth since back in high school, all the way back to when I had my first car and no longer had to ride that school bus. So from time to time, I would give her a ride to school and home. Now over time, she started messing with Victim's homeboy, and I would see him at the house when I would drop her off from school, and I would speak to him. I said that to let you know that I made eye contact with this man, and he knew that I saw him on her porch, and that I knew that they were together or dating or fucking whatever they were doing. He knew that I knew they were doing it. So every time I think about it, what gets me is, how did kMouth end up in my man's face? How did that happen? How did kMouth end up in my man's face when she was fucking a homeboy? I'm not understanding. Maybe Victim and homeboy had a conversation, and maybe it went something like this. Yo, what's up? It's Victim. Yo, what's up, Victim?
Yeah, I was wondering if I could have your old hoe, because you're not using her anymore, and I could use her. I mean, I love hand-me-downs. I love dirty bitches.
Bruh.
However, I'm going to start this story about 6 years after high school when we reconnected on Facebook. So if you're ready to hear the story, go ahead and get your drink, go get your smoke, go get whatever else you need while tuning in to find out how some people don't have any boundaries or loyalty to anybody. They only care about what they want at that moment. They don't care about anybody else or anybody else's feelings except their own. And how some females be really just plotting on your man. So I know some of you are probably wondering how kMouth got her name. Well, she has a huge mouth that she loves to sing from, an even bigger gap between her two front teeth, and with the humongous mole that grew on the top of her lip, in addition to the fuck shit she did to get to my man, a kMouth was born. One thing that I can say about Victim is that he loved all the females. Ugly, cute, skinny, fat. It did not matter. If you was a female, he loved you. Unfortunately, the ones who would take the bait were trash. They didn't have anything going on. I don't know what to tell you. Like, they were trash. And some of them, I would be like, how in the world are we even attracting the same guy? Like, this is unbelievable. It used to be unbelievable. Now let's get into the story. So after high school, me and kMouth kind of just ventured away from each other due to life, but no hard feelings or problems caused any of it. We just sort of lost contact with each other. Then one day we found each other on Facebook and reconnected. We were inboxing each other back and forth for a few days over time, catching up on new things that happened in our lives and reminiscing on the past. Then one day she asked me if I was still with Victim, and I told her yes. She went on to say how cute it was for us to still be together all this time after starting our relationship in high school. That was that, and we continued chit-chatting as normal. But one day, I realized I hadn't seen her active on social media in a while, seen her post anything in a while, and hadn't received any messages from her in a while either. And for some reason, she was weighing on my mind real heavy, so I went to check her page and couldn't find it. I thought she may have changed her name on social media, so I went to our messages so it could be easier to find her new name that way, but I was not allowed to message her anymore. I thought maybe she had deactivated her page because we didn't have any static for anything else to be the cause. So I went on about my business until one day I decided to make a fake page to be able to investigate some things, because out of the blue, Victim had unfriended me on social media and was acting really weird, angry at me for no reason, and almost as if he was trying his best to make arguments out of nothing. So I felt like something weird was going on and decided it was time to start paying closer attention to his moves and start the investigation. One day, during this investigation process, which consisted of me analyzing vibes and, of course, searching through my man's page through my fake page, I noticed that Victim, like always, trying to be a funny man, cracked a joke on his post. And guess who had to make sure Victim knew she was laughing so hard? Yep, you got it. kMouth. She went out of her way to comment under his post, laughing my ass off with a bunch of extra LOLs. Bitch, the joke won't even that funny. I went to my real page, typed her name in, which was the same name she always had, and the message came up as page unable to be found. Logged back into my fake page, and there the fuck she was, reappearing with ease. I don't know what you up to or what you got going on, but I'm about to find out. My intuition was screaming, trying to tell me something. I just had to figure out what it was. It was like I kept zooming in to her, and I didn't understand why. She wasn't even that interesting for me to be doing all this. I knew that she was acting weird, and I knew he was acting weird, but I still didn't understand what was going on. So I called my best friend and gave her the rundown and asked her opinion, and she said it sounded like she may have blocked me. But why would she block me? Our last messages were nothing but positive vibes and laughs, and we never argued, so I was confused. But a few weeks later, I was given my answer. On this particular day, Victim wanted to get out of the house so bad, he was rushing out of the door, ignoring me and acting like he had an emergency to attend, which seemed a little odd when all he said he was about to do was chill with his homeboys. But he left out the door so fast, he forgot his main ingredient to all his bullshit: his phone.